Good morning. So our topic for this week, week 8, is the trigonometric integration and the trigonometric substitution. So we have two topics. Again, the first one is just a continuation of what we have discussed previously. So let's begin. So our first topic is trigonometric integration. So na-discuss na natin last time yung powers and products of sines and cosines. So for this week, we will be going to discuss the products and powers of tangents and seconds. So our objective for today is at the end of this discussion, you will be able to number one, apply trigonometric identities to rewrite integrands involving secant, cosecant, tangent, and cotangent functions into integrable forms. Basically, our target here is para makapag-rewrite tayo or makapag-simplify tayo ng mga complex na functions involving secant, cosecant, tangent, and cotangent into a more simple functions na kaya natin siyang i-integrate. And then for the second objective, at the end of this discussion, you will be able to solve for the for the integral rather of a functions involving powers of secant, cosecant, tangents, and cotangent functions. So basically, after we simplified in our first objective, the second objective is we will apply some integration techniques in order for us to solve that integrable functions. Okay, so let's begin. So for the powers of tangents and cotangents, we will have three types. Meron tatlong form na kailangan tayong tandaan. Actually, kung nalilito ka, pwede mong i-master or pag-practicean yung mga steps na ibibigay natin dito. But kapag na-master mo na siya, no need naman na sundan ito. Ano? This is just a guide para unti-unti nating ma-develop yung problem-solving skills na kailangan natin for this topic. Medyo mahirap kasi naman talaga yung trigonometric functions, so we have to practice a lot. So the first type is for tangents and cotangents. Again, tangents and cotangents lamang po. Hindi ito products ng tangents and cotangents. Powers pa lang ng tangents and cotangents. So pareho lang naman ng proseso. So if we have to evaluate the integral of tangent raised to n of x dx and cotangent raised to n of x dx, so ang pwede raw natin gawin is we strip two tangents out. Tatanggalan daw natin ng dalawang tangents out and then i-replace natin yon ng secant squared x minus 1. Ano? So coming from our identity before that yung, di ba, we have an identity before na ginagamit natin na tangent squared x plus 1 is equal to secant squared x. So yan. Okay? So kung hindi natin maalala, this comes from the Pythagorean identity. Yung, di ba, meron tayong sine squared theta plus cosine squared theta is equal to 1. Pag dinivide natin both side by cosine squared theta yan, so cosine squared theta, so this becomes tangent squared theta plus ito, cosine squared theta over cosine squared theta is 1 and this is 1 over cosine squared theta kaya may secant squared theta dito. So dito lang naman nanggaling yung Pythagorean identity na yan. Ano? So for cotangent, that is just the same. So ang gagawin lang daw natin sa cotangent, we will strip two cotangents out and replace it with cosecant x minus 1. Then our let u is secant x and cosecant x. Let's say we have an example here. Let's say tangent raised to 4 of x dx. We have to evaluate this. The first thing you need to do is to simplify, di ba? Para maging integrable function siya. So, ang pwede natin gawin, sabi daw, since power of tangent ito, pwede nating ihiwalay yung dalawang tangent. Since 4, so meron tayong dalawang tangent squared. Okay? Tangent squared of x dx. And then, yung isang tangent squared of x, okay, this one, palitan daw natin ng secant squared x minus 1 dx. Okay? So this can be rewritten as, pag i-distribute ko yung tangent squared, we have a tangent squared x secant squared x minus tangent squared x dx. Okay, 'di ba mas madali na 'tong i-integrate? So kung paghihiwalayin din natin yung ating ito, i-distribute natin yung integral operation. So we have the integral of tangent squared x, secant squared x dx, minus the integral of tangent squared x dx. So itong una, pwede ka ditong mag-let u, diba? Ile-let u na natin is tangent x, para yung ating du is secant squared x dx. So masisimplify na natin yung una as integral of u squared. Yung secant squared dx na to, this is our du. So this is u squared du. Okay, minus yung integral ng tangent squared x, medyo mahirap pa siya. So palitan natin, gawin nating integral ng secant squared x minus 1 para mas madali siyang i-integrate. So pag in-apply natin to, apply natin yung integral operation. So we have u cube over 3 minus yung integral kasi ng secant squared x, that is, di ba ito? Ito rin yan. Babalik na rin natin yung secant squared x. This is tangent x. Now, ito may plus 1 may minus 1 tayo dito. So lagay muna natin sa parenthesis para hindi tayo maluto. Tapos minus 1, minus integral of 1. So we have x and then plus c. So we have here our cube is tangent cube of x over 3. So distribute na natin yung minus. We have minus tangent x, then minus minus plus x plus c. Actually, this one is the common mistake, ano? Hindi ko nag-apply tayo ng integral operation, hindi na natin siya i-multiply doon sa operation na to. Okay, kailangan pa rin po yan. Kaya lagyan nyo ng parenthesis. So, this is now our answer. Okay? Ay, sorry, medyo... Mahirap di sanay si sir gumamit sa PowerPoint. Palitan niya natin yung kulay ng pen to black. Wala kasi assist ito na autocorrect. Ayan. Okay? So that is your type 1 for tangents and cotangents. Let's proceed with the type 2. So kung si type 1 ay para kay tangent and cotangent, si type 2 naman ay para kay secant and kay cosecant. Although this is a bit complicated, meron daw tayong dalawang condition dito. Kapag ang power natin ay even, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, and so on, ang gagawin daw natin, we will strip 2 second out. Maghihiwalay tayo or mag-isolate tayo ng 2 second. Sabi ko nga nung nakaraan, magtatanggal tayo ng 2 pangit, and then yung natitira, i-convert natin into tangents. Okay? For example, let's say we have secant raised to 6 of x. Sabi sa atin, we have to evaluate this one. Ang gagawin daw natin, we will strip 2 out. Secant squared x, tapos meron tayong secant raised to 4 of x. Okay? So, we have to integrate this. So, ang gagawin daw po natin, iiwanan natin yung secant squared x. Mare-retain po siya. Okay? And then, i-convert natin yung rest of the secant into tangent. So, since sabi natin, secant squared x is equivalent to tangent squared x plus 1, then we can rewrite this as yung secant raised to 4x, that is secant squared x squared. Or basically, that will be tangent squared x plus 1 squared dx. So dito, pwede na tayo actually mag-let u. We can now let u is equivalent to, ang ile-let u daw natin ay si tangent x. So, du natin is secant squared x dx. And that is the purpose kung bakit natin inihiwalay yung 2 secant squared x. Para pag nag-let u or nag-u-sub tayo, u-substitution, maka-cancel out natin yung isang function or isang trigonometric function. So, dito, pwede na natin to i-simplify. Yung secant squared x dx, this is du. So, ang sa-substitute ko na ay yung nandito sa loob ng ating close and open parenthesis or yung ating quantity here. So you have here u squared plus 1 squared, and then yung second squared x dx nga natin ay will be now du. So this is now more integrable function. Pwede nyo itong i-expand kung nahihirapan pa kayo dito. Expand natin. Binomial expansion. So you have u raised to 4 plus 2u squared plus 1 rather du. So mas madali na siyang i-integrate. Okay? O, this is u raised to 5 over 5 plus 2u raised to 3 over 3 plus u, where u is tangent x. So this is tangent raised to 5 of x over 5 plus 2/3 ng tangent cube of x plus yan, plus tangent of x. Okay? So, yun lang yung sinasabi nung ating first case pagka even yung ating exponent. Okay? So, you can also apply that on cosecant using the Pythagorean identity. Cosecant squared x is equivalent to cotangent squared x plus 1. Then, cotangent x naman yung ating iuu sub. Alright? So, okay. For the next one, kapag add naman, dito yung medyo nagiging komplikado. So, hindi na, mamaya na natin ipapakita yung illustrations kung paano ito nangyari. Ano? So, kapag ka daw yung ating exponent n is add, ang gagawin daw natin ay ile-let u natin yung second n minus 2 raised to n minus 2x as u. And then yung dv daw natin is yung matitira or yung nakahiwalay na second squared x dx, and then mag-use tayo ng integration by parts. For example, we have second raised to 7 of x. Ang gagawin daw natin, ihiwalay natin yung n minus 2. So magkakaroon tayo ng second. 7 minus 2 is 5. Second raised to 5x multiplied by second raised to 2x dx. So, ganyan daw yung gagawin natin. And then, mag-integration by parts daw po tayo na ang u na gagamitan natin ay yung ito. Okay? Yung add. Yung natitirang add. Again, ang nilelet u natin is yung add ang exponent. At ang dv natin ay yung even ang exponent. Okay? So, mamaya po, may sample problem tayo for this one. Okay, so we are now on type 3. So kapag dating natin sa type 3, ang ginagawa na po natin dyan, okay, ang case na ng problem natin, this is now a product of tangents and seconds or cotangent and cosecant. So product na sila. So basically, ang ginagawa natin dito, pinag-merge natin si type 1 and si type 2. Now for this type of problems, medyo complex na ito, we have 4 different conditions na pwede nating sundan or 4 different patterns na pwede nating gamitin to evaluate these kinds of problem. Okay? So, m is the exponent of tangents, and then n naman is the exponent or the power of secant. Again, m is the power of tangent, n is the power of secant, or m is for cotangent and n is for cosecant. Okay? Now, so, for this form daw, it can be also rewritten to this form, ha? Hindi naman ibig sabihin for cotangent lang ito. Pareho lang naman sila. Okay? Pwede rin nating gamitin sa cotangent and cosecant. Ito sa coco, ito si coco, ito si tansec na secant. Okay? Okay. Sige. Now, for our first type, if n is odd, okay? Actually, this is wrong. Mali yung module. This should be even. Okay? This one is the simplest. Ito kasi yung pinakamadali. So, if n is even and greater than 2, we can rewrite yung second raised to n of x as second raised to n minus 2 of x, second squared x. And then daw, similar with type 2, okay, papalitan natin yung second squared x ng tangent squared x plus 1, and then we will use u substitution to solve for the problem. Okay, let me give you an illustration of that. Let's say we have a tangent of 5 raised to x. This condition is irregardless. Wala itong pakialam sa exponent ni m, or ni tangent rather. So wala siyang pakialam kung even or odd si tangent. Basta ang importante, kapag even si secant. Okay? Let's say secant raised to 4 of x. Or mas madali gawin nating right, mas mataas. Secant raised to 8 of x. Pareho lang naman yan. Okay? So ang gagawin daw natin, from our type 2, wag muna natin gagalawin si tangent, si secant lang from our type 2. So from type 2, ihiwalay daw, babawasan natin to ng dalawa. Ihiwalay muna natin yung dalawa. Okay? Tapos ito, babawasan natin ng dalawa. Okay? Ayan. Now, ang gagawin daw natin dito, si tangent raised to 5 of x, secant squared x. Okay? Yung secant raised to 6 of x, ito daw ay i-re-rewrite natin. Okay? So, i-re-rewrite natin into tangent squared x plus 1. Okay? So, this will be tangent squared x plus 1. Yung exponent na 6, magiging 3 na lang yan. Kasi, di ba ito inire-write lang natin as secant squared x raised to 3. Okay? Kaya yan, naging ganito. Okay. So, in this case, kung i-evaluate natin to, i-integrate natin, pwede ka na kasi agad let u is equal to tangent of x, and our du is secant squared x dx. So, pasensya na po sa handwriting. Okay? So, ito now is u raised to 5 multiplied by u squared plus 1 cube du. Okay? Yung secant squared x dx, that is our du. Okay? Lahat ng tangent, papalitan na natin ng u. So, mas madali na itong i-integrate. Okay? Pwede nating i-expand na lang ito, or pwede nating gamitin yung product. So, okay? Or yung power rather. So, mas madali kung i-expand na lang natin. Mas simple. Okay? That is the first type. The second subtype of type 3 is kapag add naman daw si m at greater than 1. So, ang gagawin naman daw natin kapag add si m, i-rewrite natin yung tangent m x secant n x into tangent m minus 1 secant n minus 1 of x multiplied by sec x tan x. So, basically, naghihiwalay tayo ng sec x tan x. For example, pwede ba natin gamitin ito? So, let's try kung kaya pwede natin itong gamitin, ha? Okay. So, we have tangent raised to 5 of x secant 8x. So, I think, check lang muna natin, pero ito yung tamang process dito. Pakita lang ni sir kung paano natin mabe-breakdown. Okay. Ang sabi dito, maghiwalay daw tayo ng isang secant x. So, maghihiwalay tayo. Ang maiiwan sa atin ay tangent raised to 4 of x, secant raised to 7 of x, and then this becomes secant x tangent x. And then, ang i-use daw natin ay lahat and use tangent squared x is equal to secant squared x to rewrite yung tangent m minus 1 natin in terms of secant x. So, this becomes secant squared x minus 1 squared secant raised to 7 of x times secant x tangent of x. Okay? So, again, itong tangent raised to 4 of x, ginawa nating secant squared x minus 1 squared. Okay? Kasi yung tangent squared, di ba pareho lang yan ng tangent squared x squared. Ito yun. Okay? Kaya naging secant squared x minus 1 squared. So, ang gagawin natin dito, let u na tayo is equivalent to secant x, and our du is sec x tan x dx. So, kung i-integrate natin ito, okay, this becomes the integral of u squared minus 1. Huwag niyong kalilimutan yung squared. U raised to 7. And then ito, yung sec x tan x dx, that is our du. So, mas madali na siyang i-integrate. So, that is our type 2. So kung mapapansin ninyo, sir, ba't magkaiba yung sagot? Actually, i-try natin, kaya natin pagtugmain yan. We have the similar problem na pinagtugma natin na ganito when we are doing the trigonometric functions. Okay? So mamaya puntahan natin yung mga sample problems to further evaluate or to further expand our idea on this topic. Next is we have the subtype 3. So sa subtype 3 naman, kapag add naman daw si m and that is greater than 3 and n is 0. So kapag n ay 0, basically parang bumabalik lang tayo doon kay type 1, di ba? So similar lang din for type 1 ito, ano? Kasi parang babalik lang din tayo. Let's say we have a tangent raised to 5 of x, tapos meron tayong, sabi 0. Balitan natin cotangent naman tayo. Okay? So we have cotangent raised to 5 of x. Then we have secant raised to 0 of x. Di ba 0 yan? And then this is equal to cotangent raised to 5 of x. Ang ginagawa natin dito, okay? Sabi natin kanina, balikan natin si type 1. So ang ginagawa natin, ini-strip out natin yung isang type 1 tayo. Yung dalawang cotangents at pinapalitan natin ng cosecant square, di ba? Minus 1. So dito, magkakaroon tayo ng cotangent cube of x, tapos meron tayong cosecant squared of x minus 1. So, pwede mong i-expand. So, you have cotangent cube of x, cosecant squared of x, minus cotangent cube of x. So, dito, what will happen is kagaya lang din nung nangyari dito talaga kay type 1. So, this parang ganito lang din yung nangyari, di ba? Okay? So, mag-use of tayo, cotangent x, then magkakaroon tayo ng negative cosecant squared x dx dito. Okay? Then, integrate natin si tangent squared x. Actually, yun na yun din yung nangyari dito kay type 3. This is just the same as type 1, ha? Okay? Now, for type 4, the last type, ito yung medyo komplikado. Kapag ka even si m at tapos add naman si n. Ang gagawin daw natin, gagamitin daw natin si tangent squared x equivalent to secant squared x minus 1 para ma-express natin yung tangent m, tangent raised to m of x in terms of secant, and then we will use the integration by parts for the remaining add power of secant. So mag-integration by parts naman daw tayo dito. Okay? So this one is the most complex. Mamaya may sample problem tayo for this. Basically, isang para makita natin, ma-illustrate natin yung problem. This is cotangent raised to 4 of x, cosecant, ay ba't ba secant ito? Let me just correct this, ano, hindi sila tugma, cosecant, ayan. Kasi ang partner, si Coco at si Sectan. Okay, cosecant raised to 3 of x. Okay, so when we try to evaluate daw dito, ang ginagawa natin, yung tangent squared x daw ay sinusulat natin in terms of secant. So parang yung cotangent natin in this case magiging cosecant squared x minus 1 raised to squared cosecant cube of x dx. Then after that, we will use the integration by parts for the remaining add power of secant x. Okay? Now, before we dive into the sample problems, balikan lang natin yung mga differentials and integrals of trigonometric functions, since this is very important or very gamitin sa topic nito. Ano? So, again, the derivative of cosine is positive sine. The derivative of sine is negative cosine tangent. The derivative of tangent is secant squared u du. Okay? The derivative of secant is sec u tan u. The derivative of cosecant u is negative cosecant u cotangent u. The derivative of cotangent u is negative cosecant squared u du. Take note, naka-u po ito, ha. So, when you have cosine 2x, okay, this will become, the derivative of cosine 2x is sine 2x. Okay? But, i-du pa natin. The derivative of this, the derivative of 2x multiplied by the derivative of 2x with respect to x That is, that becomes 2 sine 2x na. Okay? Baliktad. This should be negative and this should be positive. Ano? This is coming from your module. May mga minor mistake po kasi yung module. Ha? Okay? So, for the integration, si cosine u naman, that is positive sine u. Si sine u is negative cosine u. Okay? Si second squared x tan u. So, kumbaga, binaliktad lang natin ito, ha? So, second squared u is negative cotangent u. Sec u tan u is sec u. Cosecant u, cotangent u is negative cosecant